Success. That's the magic word that fires our ambitions. It's the word that gets us off and running. In life, success is something that hallmarks our achievements and who we are. We often define ourselves by the success that we establish. Who we are and what we do matters a lot. And we define the results of our efforts and our achievements as success. Some people look at success as money, power, fame, meteoric rise to eminent positions in society or in the profession, qualifications. There could be others who look at it quite differently, at how they can be of help and service to others, how they can bring their talents to bear to help others do things better, to be the wind beneath other people's wings, rather than soar like an eagle on their own. So what is success to you? How do you define success? What's unique about success when you go about measuring it for yourself? Well, just like fingerprints are unique to us, success is often measured or understood by our fingerprint on it. What is the fingerprint that you are leaving behind on success? How would others know that this fingerprint is yours? How would it be unique to you? Do you have a plan for your fingerprint of success? Let's take a look. Fingerprints are utterly unique to each one of us. They represent the entirety of our individuality. In fact, fingerprints are biometric evidence, forensic evidence that you are you. So when you put your fingerprints on the job, it means you've done it. When you put your fingerprints on life, well, that's when you say, I've achieved something. My actions and my achievements are my fingerprints on life. Here is who I am because this is what I can do. But is that really enough for you to establish your fingerprint of success? Success that is unique to you. Because this success is not driven just by your actions or your achievements. You see, your fingerprints are also representative of the framework of your values, in which through your values you create your own masterpiece, your own fingerprint of success. These values and the goals that you set for yourself to produce certain achievements together form the fingerprint of your success. And your values drive your emotions. It's a common fact that what we feel determines how we act and behave, and therefore what we achieve. So it's important to understand how our value framework, along with our sense of achievement, helps us to navigate from where we are to where we want to get to recognize who we are, communicate to ourselves what we want, make better decisions, be motivated, understand and empathize with others, build relationships that can take us to the results that we want. The fingerprint of our success often also depends on the fingerprint of other people's success. So let's take our values and understand how we can enable these values to make the world a better place. Now, what are values? Values are things that are valuable to us, things that make a difference to our life. Values are guidelines by which we run our lives. Take a look at the value tree. It is said that from the time you are born, you grow your values. Not only grow the values that you have been taught, but the values that you pick up along the way. So take a look at this value tree and identify which of these values are meaningful to you, which of these values are valuable to you. And take those values and put it on your left hand, the hand that is close to your heart, the hand that you put on your heart and say, this is valuable to me. This is where my heart lies. And if you take each one of your fingers, write a value on each one of those fingers. 5 values which you believe are the ones that guide your life largely. They're easy to do. It's not so difficult. Take a look at the values. But at the center of your palm are your core values, something that are right in the center of your palm. Core values are values you cannot do without. These are, in addition to those 5 values, your guiding principles that anchor you, without which your life is meaningless and adrift. If you think a little about it, you will understand that there probably are 2 or 3 major values, core values, that you can write right in the center of your left palm. So now you have your value hand. 5 fingers, 5 valuable values, core values that can drive your goals. Now your goals are to be written on your right hand. Your right hand is the hand of achievement, typically. And this is what you want to do. These are your achievements. This is how you work. So what are your goals? How can you leverage the potential of your knowledge, your skills and abilities to attain some level of leadership, not just for others, but for yourself too? To be able to put these 2 hands together, the right hand of your goals, the left hand of your values, and produce this resounding clapping sound that can announce success. So what could be these 5 goals? Let's look at the big 5. One could be your life goals, your personal dream, things that you want to do, the larger landscape of your life. Then, of course, would be what you want to achieve at work, your relationship. What would be your equity? What would your score be in measuring your equity from 1 to 10 with other people? How much do you count? How much are you invested in others and they in you? What's your influence through the role you have to manage and control and work with these relationships? And what do people say of you? What is your brand image? What would be the brand image that you would like to have? So when you think about these 5 goals, you can write them on your 5 fingers. And of course, right in the center would be that big goal that you want to achieve as your vision. Along the way, you're going to feel something about this. Naturally, with all the information and energy that comes from your values and your goals, you will probably have what one would say are positive and negative emotions. Although emotions are not positive or negative, it's what we do with them. But we need to be able to regulate their flow so that they can actually perform for us to the best of the abilities and establish the fingerprint of our success. Your fingerprint of success is therefore a combination of your values, your goals, and the emotional glue that holds it all together. With these 3 things that you have and define and describe for yourselves, you can actually make success a story that has your fingerprints on it. And people will recognize these fingerprints as yours. The fingerprints of your success are no simple thing to achieve, but if you can understand what's valuable to you and put it together with what you want to achieve and bring it together and hold it together with how you feel about it and consistently take this forward, you are likely to achieve your goals in a manner in which you would like to define as your fingerprints on the job. Of course, there are times you would like to leave invisible fingerprints on the job because you want to support others to do what they want. Now, if that's the way you want to go, then just you will know that those are your fingerprints because your fingerprints are known to you. But sometimes you don't have to announce them to the world. Well, whichever way you decide to go, whether with visible fingerprints or invisible fingerprints on the job, it's good to know that you can actually decide how you want to get the job done, how you would like to define and detail your success. Good luck to you in making that happen, and all the best with your fingerprints of success. as you go ahead in life. This is Dexter Valles wishing you all the very best. Thank you for listening in. Catch you later to talk about what could be the legacy you want to leave behind. Remember the center of your palm, of your right hand, in which you have your vision. That vision must lead you to the legacy that you want to leave behind. Something that allows you to live on way beyond your life. Something to tell the world that you never died and that whatever you have brought to the world is here to stay. See you later when we define the legacy of our lives.